called a hive tool. It's about a tenner. They're really useful. You couldn't do it without one. Well, some people I've seen using screwdrivers and things. So again, I'll give them a little bit of smoke.
So the smoke, what's the smoke for then?
It subdues them. It makes them gorge on honey.
Right.
See, it's only a very small colony, this. We'll look in here, and then depending on the weather, I'll show you one where they're making honey. That's just to just put in spring just to keep them warm. You can come closer. Although be careful there where you are, Mary, because you're right in front of that hive.
Right.
You can come around here if you want to go over my shoulder.
Perfect, thank you. That's okay.
As you can see, these are the frames. It's only half full, and you can see the bees on the top. There's 1, 2, 3. They're on 4.5, 5 frames. You'll hear the tone of the bees get a bit higher when they get a little bit angry. What they're doing now is they've got the heads in the cells and they'll be eating all the honey. That's just some honeycomb they've been drawing out. See, there's nothing in it yet.
So do they? So I don't suppose they fill one and then go to another, do they? Or
yeah, that's exactly what they do.
Is that what they do? I thought maybe they'd be indiscriminate. Or no, just.
Oh no, everything they do is.
So is it always orderly. Back to front then, or? And
it can depend. I mean, these frames are pointing that way. Sometimes they point that way.
Right. Okay.
It's all different. You know, if you get a dozen beekeepers in the room, everyone will have a different opinion on how to do things. That's just one we've put in. They haven't bothered with that yet because they're not big enough.
So that's all you put in one of these hives with the sort of that stuff on it, and then
to draw it out, they need to have nectar.
Right.
Or you have to feed them because when they make the wax, they need to eat.
That's fantastic, isn't it?
All you can see there, if you look closely, come closer if you wish. They're not bothering anyone. That's just nectar. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Now the bees collect all this nectar and they put it in the cells like that, and then they fan their wings and they evaporate the water off it. And when it's ready, i.e. when it's turned into honey, they'll then store it somewhere. But at the moment they haven't sealed it. See, and if you look closely, you'll see. Look at that bee there with its head stuck in, having a fine time. Look, they're just stuffing their faces. And they're very quiet, these bees.
Oh, look on the other side, please.
Yeah. Well, as you can see, they're drawing that out as well, see.
Don't they do that when they're making wax as well?
Well, when they make wax, they actually hang in festoons.
Oh, that's not doing that then? That's not...
No, that's I think they're just stuffing the face there.
All right. They're bobbling.
So you're not damaging them, putting them back in. You don't have to sort of be careful. None of them are on it. You just.
You've got to be careful you don't squash bees.
Well,
I mean,
that's what I was worrying about.
Sometimes it can't be helped. As long as you don't squash the queen, she's the main one.
This is better.
Right. I'm just looking for the queen before we do anything.
So to me they look more like what I would think of as a wasp, but not as brightly coloured.
Exactly. Now, what you can see here is honey around the outside, see it? Then in the middle here you can see little white maggots in here? Little white
maggots?
Here.
Oh yes, oh
they're called larvae. Larvae.
Right. Okay.
What happens is the queen lays the egg, there's the eggs in the middle there. If you look in, you have to have a good look. It's like little grains of rice.
Oh yeah.
Can you see?
Can you see that?
Oh yeah.
Right, so you lay an egg. 3 days it'll take to hatch.
So that's a continuous process then?
Yeah, depending on the weather and if she's got food.
Yep. So she lays them in each of these segments then, or what?
There's more eggs. There's more eggs here. Look.
All right.
She's the only one. She's got a long abdomen. We'll try and find her in a minute. And she lays the egg. It hatches after 3 days and becomes a larva, which are like these. generally about 5 days later, they seal. Under there is a larva which is pupating into the adult. See under these, this is called seal brood. See the way the bees have put a seal over it? Here's a bee with pollen. See the yellow pollen?
Oh yeah.
And its honey on its pollen basket.
Stick its head down the hole.
What's that cell protruding?
This cell here.
No, well, yeah, there's another one, yeah.
Here's the other one.
Just there.
It's called a play cup. It's called a queen cup. And the bees make them all the time. And they're no problem, but when the bees start making a queen cell, they use them. And when they do, that's when you think, oh no, because you've got to do things then to stop them swarming. So you've got to check them all the time. But that one's got nothing inside it.
Is that an indication of a queen cell?
No, the play cups themselves are okay. When the queen's about to lay in them, the bees polish them. See the way that's got a dull, it's dull. It'll go shiny inside and you know the queen's going to lay in it then. And if you find a queen cell with a larva and that white royal jelly in it, well that's when you've got to take action. It's normally you remove the queen and destroy all but one of the queen cells.
So how often do you have to open the hive and have a look?
Well,
that was my question.
Sorry.
at the moment I'm doing 14-day inspections on my hives.
Right.
14 days. Is that normal?
No.
Oh.
Because I've got my queen's wings clipped so she can't fly away.
That seems to be a delicate operation. How do you manage that?
It is delicate. If your queen's wings not clipped, you've got to do 7-day inspections.
7 days, right.
That's during the swarming season, which is May to the end of June normally.